At the beginning of the story, we are shown a boat slowly moving forward with the support of a river. This boat is being driven by a man named Andy. He is traveling on this boat along with his wife and his young daughter. Suddenly, he sees a family standing on the riverbank. Andy waves at them, but the man standing there shows Andy a gun because he does not want Andy to come closer to them. Actually, this world is not like our normal world anymore. Now the entire world has changed. A virus has spread everywhere that affects the human brain. Within 48 hours, a human completely turns into an animal, meaning a zombie. Andy continues moving forward with his family. Andy's wife is extremely worried because their food supplies are running out. Andy reassures his wife that everything will be fine. Suddenly, Andy sees a broken boat in the water. He goes inside it, where he finds food and other supplies. At the same time, he senses that there is something inside the cabin built there. But before that thing can come out, Andy takes the food supplies and returns to his houseboat. When his wife sees all the supplies, she becomes very happy. Andy tells her that they now have food for 2 to 3 months. However, Andy's wife wants him to bring more necessary supplies. So, without telling Andy, she goes inside that broken boat. When she is coming out after collecting the supplies, and later when Andy sees his wife on the houseboat, he notices that her leg is badly injured. Seeing this, he panics. Andy's wife wants to leave the boat and go somewhere else because she has now also been infected by the virus. But Andy does not want this. He says that there are many creatures in this water about which he does not know, and asks her if something bit her. Andy's wife says that it was fingers, meaning it was a zombie. Hearing this, Andy is deeply heartbroken. He tells his wife that she has 48 hours. "I will take you to the doctor," although his wife does not want to go. But Andy does not want to lose his wife at any cost, so he leaves his houseboat and decides to travel by road to reach the doctor. On the way, they find many vehicles, and they take one car and move forward. But after going a short distance, Andy's wife's condition starts getting worse, meaning the virus has now started affecting her. After a short time, she's going to turn into a zombie. Andy's wife wants Andy to drop her out of the car. He becomes completely emotional, and their car gets into an accident. In this accident, a piece of wood pierces straight through Andy's wife's stomach, meaning she is going to die very soon. Andy also gets badly injured, so he becomes unconscious. When he regains consciousness, he sees that his wife's body is completely filled with infection, meaning she is fully turned into a zombie. But before losing all her senses, she writes on the door the words "save her," meaning she asks her husband to save their daughter. Andy moves his hand backward to pick up his small daughter, and at that moment his wife bites his hand. Andy somehow manages to take his daughter out of the car. He is completely broken because he has lost his wife, and at the same time, within 48 hours, the virus will spread completely throughout his own body. He does not know who will take care of his daughter after that. Andy sets a 48-hour alarm on his watch. Then he sees the man who had come near their car earlier, and when Andy goes closer to him, he sees that the man is completely infected with the virus. Andy picks up a piece of wood. At that moment, a girl arrives whose name is Thumi. She is an Aboriginal girl, meaning she is one of the native people of Australia. She tells Andy not to harm her father. In fact, the infected man is her father. She has completely tied her father's mouth so that he does not drink anyone's blood. The girl cuts her hand, and when blood comes out, she applies it on a tree. After seeing this, the girl's father, who is infected, goes to the tree and starts licking it. In this way, she gives direction to her father, and wherever she goes, her father goes in the same direction. Andy also leaves this place with his daughter, and while he is moving forward on the road, suddenly a street light turns on. Andy realizes that there is someone inside. In fact, it turns out to be a school. Andy goes inside the school, where there is a woman and a girl. The woman applies ointment to Andy's wound and tells him that he can stay there for the night. When Andy stays there at night, he sees some indigenous people lighting a fire in front of him. Among them, there is a woman who is calling out softly, "Thumi, Thumi." Thumi is the same girl whom Andy had met earlier, the one who had taken her father with her, who had already turned into a zombie. This woman is her mother, who is searching for her daughter, Thumi. On the other side, Thumi is shown hiding her father by burying him in the ground at a certain place, because she knows that if the indigenous people see her father, they will kill him. This is because the indigenous people here kill all zombies and all infected people. Thumi loves her father very much, and she wants to protect him forever in whatever condition he is in. Now, the next morning, Andy prepares to leave this place. In fact, he cannot stay here for long because he will soon become infected by the virus. Nor can he leave his daughter here with this woman, because the woman's health is not good, due to which she will die soon. Before Andy leaves, the woman shows him a photograph in which Thumi and her father are together. She tells Andy that Thumi loves her father very much, and if he wants to give his daughter a second chance, then he can find Thumi and hand his daughter over to her. Andy leaves from there. When he moves forward, he sees a car. But before he can get inside the car, someone fires a shot at him. He sees a man lying ahead. In fact, the bullet was not fired at Andy. A zombie was coming from behind him, and the man shot the zombie. The man tells Andy that the sound of the gunshot will soon attract all the infected people, and Andy must quickly get him out of there. Actually, the man is trapped under a very large cylinder. Andy pulls the cylinder away using the car, and after that, both of them escape from there. The man takes Andy to his house, where his wife is also present. This house is completely safe from zombie-infected people. After that, the man, whose name is VOC, takes Andy with him to a place where Andy sees many infected people around a cage. VOC says that they have to kill them. Now Andy and VOC start hunting them. When they kill all of them and go near the cage, Andy sees that Thumi is imprisoned inside the cage. Andy asks VOC what all this is. Vo tells him that you cannot catch prey or fish without bait. In fact, he kills infected people here and takes all the valuable items they have, so that when the world becomes completely normal again, he will not lack anything. Although Andy feels very bad after seeing this, VOC tells him that instead of thinking about that girl, he should think about his own daughter. Here, VOC has also imprisoned another indigenous person inside the cage. After that, both of them return home. At night, Andy leaves his daughter in the cradle and goes outside the house because he wants to end his life. At that moment, VOC's wife comes there. She tells him not to do this. She says that he thinks his daughter is safe here, but that is not true. VOC is not my husband, rather, he killed my husband. If you want to keep your daughter safe, you will have to take her somewhere else from here. She says that she knows Andy is infected and asks him how many hours he has left. Andy tells her that he has 20 hours. He also says that he had seen a family near the riverbank and that he will take her there. But before he can take them away from here, Vic arrives and locks Andy inside the same cage in which he had imprisoned Thumi. Although Thumi is scared of Andy at first, Andy assures her that she does not need to be afraid and that he will not harm her. In fact, she is also scared because the day before, Andy was with Vok, the same man who locked Thumi in this cage. Now they have to escape from here in any way. So Andy ties a piece of meat to a chain and fastens the other end of the chain to the cage door. He throws the piece of meat far away. All the infected people present there rush toward the meat and start pulling the chain, because of which the door opens. Thumi and Andy escape from there and run straight to the place where Andy's daughter is, which is VOC's house. Andy takes Lorraine, whom VOC calls his wife, and his daughter from there and comes outside, but by then VOC wakes up. Before he can shoot Andy, Lorraine comes in front of Andy and Thumi. She gets shot and dies. Andy manages to escape from there with his daughter and Thumi. Although VOC also chases them, all three of them hide somewhere, so VOC loses them and is forced to return. The next morning, Thumi goes to the tree where she had left her father. There, they see that her father is stuck against the tree with wooden stakes, and he has died. Thumi is completely broken by her father's death and feels immense pain. Although Andy tries to explain to her that her father had already died earlier, she does not want to listen to anything. Andy wants to take her with him to the riverbank where he had seen the family, but Thumi refuses to go with him. Andy leaves alone with his daughter. When he looks at the timer on his watch, he sees that he has only 9 hours left. Within 9 hours, he must reach the family near the riverbank. But then he starts having a seizure and becomes unconscious. When he regains consciousness after some time, he sees that his daughter is not there. Instead, Thumi has taken her in her arms. Now Thumi wants to protect his daughter. That is why she joins him on this journey, meaning toward the riverbank. Thumi brings Andy to the riverbank quickly because she is familiar with all the paths of the jungle. Andy reaches the place where he had seen the family, and he sees that the leader of that family has been bitten on the neck by a zombie, meaning an infected person, and he is going to get infected very soon. He shows Andy a gun and says that it has 6 bullets. 4 are for my family. If you want, you can also end yourself and your daughter. Andy stops him from doing this. He says that he cannot leave his family in a place where no one is safe, and he does not want to give them such a life. Andy starts moving forward with his daughter. Then he hears the sound of 3 gunshots, one after another, meaning that man kills his family, and after that he kills himself as well. Andy picks up his gun, which still has 2 bullets left. He does not understand what he should do. Meanwhile, Thumi is shown inside the tent of the same family that ended their lives. When she looks into Andy's bag, she finds the same photograph that Andy was given by the woman he met earlier, who was sick. This photograph is of Thumi and her father, with her family. After seeing this photograph, her trust in Andy increases even more. She comes to Andy and says that she wants to go back to her people, to her home. She asks if he would also like to come with her. Andy says yes. She shows Andy smoke and says that her people are there. Now all 3 of them start moving forward through a railway track tunnel. Then they see Vic in front of them. VOC does not see them. So Andy makes Thumi and his daughter sit inside a car standing there, and he himself goes and stands in line with all the zombies that VOC has tied there. VOC is killing the zombies, one by one. As soon as he reaches Andy, Andy takes out his revolver and tries to shoot him. A fight breaks out between the 2, and during this struggle, VOC snatches Andy's revolver and shoots Andy with it. After that, VOC goes toward the car where Thumi and Andy's daughter are. He pulls Thumi out of the car and hits her against the truck, causing her to become unconscious. In fact, she is injured. Now he takes Andy's daughter in his lap and sits at one place. Andy comes toward him and asks for his daughter. Vogue says that you took my Lorraine away from me, and now I will take your daughter away from you. Andy says that Lorraine was never yours. Hearing this, VOC realizes that somewhere Andy is telling the truth. In fact, he is already feeling guilt from inside, and he returns Andy's daughter to him. After that, Thumi, Andy, and Andy's daughter start moving forward from there. However, Thumi feels a lot of pain while walking because she has an injury on her head, from where blood is flowing. Andy tells her that if she becomes unconscious, they will never be able to reach their destination. He motivates her, and slowly they start moving forward. Here, Andy gets another seizure again, but when he hears his daughter's voice, he regains consciousness once more. However, after that, Andy is not able to walk much farther. He falls to the ground on his knees. He tells Thumi that she must promise to always take care of his daughter. Thumi says that she promises. Andy now knows that his final time has come, and now he has to say goodbye to his daughter. He kisses her forehead and asks Thumi for a box, inside which there is a strap used to tie hands. On the other side, it is shown that where the smoke is rising, Thumi's mother and her tribe members are killing zombies. The smoke is rising because they are burning them. Suddenly, Andy emerges through the smoke, with both his daughter and Thumi on his stomach. He carries both of them on his stomach and brings them forward. In fact, Andy has given Thumi a piece of wood with meat tied to it. He knows that zombies are attracted to meat, and whichever direction Thumi points the piece of meat toward, Andy starts walking in that direction. In this way, all 3 of them reach the tribe, meaning a safe place. Thumi is holding Andy's hand, although now he has completely turned into a zombie. In fact, Andy had put something inside his mouth so that even if he wanted to, he would not be able to bite anyone with his teeth. Now the tribe members have to kill Andy, and they kill him with a spear. Thumi and her mother adopt Andy's daughter. Andy had written thank you on the holy cross that comes from the ancestors and is considered holy for generations, and he had placed it on his daughter's stomach. In the end, it is shown that these people take Andy's daughter with them to the tribe, and they perform Andy's funeral with full respect, in the same way as Thumi's father was given. With this scene, the story comes to an end. Which story would you like to hear next? Please tell me in the comments below, because I read your comments, and thank you very much for your lovely comments.